Hello dear friend, I am Dr. Ramnath Andale, Assistant Professor in KIT Art, BH Commerce and AM Science, well-known KTHM College, Nasik. Today, I deal with the chapter number 5, Phylum Porifera. In that, we discuss about the classification of Phylum Porifera. But before this, we go to that part. We just review of last lecture and then go to the next part. In that, basically in last lecture we discussed about the introduction of Phylum Porifera, what are the different basic information related to Phylum Porifera. Then we also go to the gender character of Phylum Poriferans. These are all are aquatic in habitat, mostly marine, and few are the freshwater habitat. Basically, in that the only one family is found in the freshwater, other all poriferans are found in the marine waters. These are all information we discussed in the last lecture. We go to the today's session agenda. In today's lecture, we discuss about the classification of Phylum Poriferans. You know that the Phylum Porifera, they have the many number of group in that Phylum Porifera. These many animals belong to the Phylum Porifera, and these many animals they need to the different specific classification, and how they are classified, that part we discuss in the today's session. And we also discuss about the very basic information or the introductory information of canal system found in the sponges. We just go to that part. Okay, dear student, we just discuss about the today's session part. We taken the classification and the canal system. But before this, starting the today discussion, we know that learn that part. In that, we know that we can learn the criteria of different group found in the polyferan animals, and these animals, they basically what are the animals and how they are classified. That part we learn in the today's session, and this is very important to classification point of view. Then we also go through the canal system, and this canal system also, after learning of the canal system, we got it how is the canal system, the work and the physiological function and morphological variation found in different sponges. Then here we observe that this is the first pictorial presentation or the illustration where observe that there is a morphological variation. For example, this is erectorope sponge, then black ball sponge, then yellow tube sponge, or there is wedge-shaped cyclone sponge. These are all sponges. These are the different diversity where found in the marine as well as the aquatic habitat. And we want to this variation shape, morphology, and these silent features, how they are classified in the specific group. And that part we need to learn in today's session as a classification. The sponges classification is basically these whole phylums as a porifera we divides into the three classes. Which are they? The first class is a Calcarea, then second class the Hexatenellida, and third class there is a Demospongia. Which are the example of that? Basically we learn the two example as a representative of the first class of poriferans, Calcarea. There is a Leucosolonia and the Cycon. These are the two example as a representative of the class Calcarea in the Phylum Porifera. Then the Eupectella is one of the representative we discuss about in class Hexatenellida, and third one we discuss about one example as a Spongilla. These are the classification. We know that the Phylum Porifera is divided into three classes: Calcarea, Hexatenellida, and Demospongia, and these are the representative of that class. We go to the detail about the character features of the class Calcarea, or also it is commonly called as a Calcispongi. This Calcispongi is basically, these are the name is indicate or name is represented. This class is belong to the all sponges or all poriferous animal. They are calcareous in nature. The spicules or there is found in the skeletons as in the form of spicules. These are made up with the calcium carbonate. Then these spicules are basically straight and they have the 3 to 4 different ray is BS in the spicule parts. These are the 3 to 4 ray, they are their specific name of that spicules. There is a 1 ray is there is a monoaxon, then 3 rays is BS from the spicules, this is known as the triaxon, and the 4 rays is BS from the spicules, this is known as a tetraxon. Then the another classification characters of that class Calcarea, there is in that animal there is a specifically absent of the spongin fiber and the silica part or silica nature of the spicules. There is fully absent of the spongin fiber as well as the silica part. Then another things of that, there is most of the sponges there is tubular in forms, there is a structural morphology. We just see any animal of poriferan, there is tubular or vase shapes, we belong to this animal is belong to the class Calcarea in poriferans. Then in that animal is a present of the canal system, but in that variation of groups there is different of the 3 different type of canal system. There is asconoid type of canal system, then syconoid type of canal system and the laconoid type of canal systems. Then we go to the next character feature of the class Calcarea. There is these animals, sometimes they are some few sponges or few calcareous sponges, they are present of the radial symmetry, that means they are circular morphological structures. Then in that sponges we go to the just internal part or body wall structure. In the body wall of the calcarean sponges there is present of the choanocyte cells, and these choanocyte cells are large in size. Then in that sponges there is a larval form of the sponges of the specific name of the larva form of the calcarean sponges or the Calcarea class. There is amphiblastola larva is found in that groups or that class. Then we have just discussed about there is different type of spicules or skeleton system is found, monoaxon, triradiate or tetraradiate or triaxon or the tetraxon spicules is found in that. Then in that poriferan animal is basically the size of the poriferan animal is starting or the very minute is initiate or the very small animal about few in size, and the large animal up to the 15 centimeter. It may be the height or it may be the width of that animals. Then these animals is basically they are solitary marine animals. Solitary, that means these animals are living in the single form, they are not found in the colonial in natures, and it mostly found in the shallow waters. That means there is not seen in the calcareous sponges in the deep sea or deep freshwater body. Here we take the one example as a Grantia. We have seen the pictures, these are the just vase shaped structure, circular morphological structure, and the below pictures we see the upper picture is the Grantia, their morphology of vase shapes, and the lower structure, this is a different type of the spicules. There is monoaxon, triaxon and the tetraxon type of spicules we see in the last or lower picture of this here. Here this Grantia, the structure of Grantia is size about is smaller than 15 centimeter, so small in size, and it is we see the pictures there is a irregular mass, they are not seen any, this is a just not specific shape, there is wedge like but the irregular mass is there. Then this I already told that this Calcarea class they have the specifically the deposition of the skeleton is a calcium carbonate, and there is 3 to 4 radiation are straight in shapes, or it is also commonly called as a monoaxon, triaxon or the tetraxon. Also never contain of the any spongin fibers in the Grantia, it is representative of calcium Calcarea class. and it restricts to the shallow water. It is found in the very superficial, they are found in the shallow waters, and they are strictly marine in environment. They are not found in the freshwater forms. In that class, there is a few order. We see these two order belong to the subclass class Calcarea. The first one is the Homocolia. It is a representative of the Leucosolonia, and the second order, this is the Heterocolia. This representative, it is the Cycon. Here we see the one representative, we have first representative observed in the Grantia and second representative of class Calcarea. Here is the phylum Porifera. There is some character feature of the phylum Porifera. There is spore bearing. We see the pictures. There is in surface we see the small spore on the body. Then cellular gradation. There is a very primitive cellular gradation. That means there is present of the cell, but there is loosely arranged of the all cell, and we see these are the morphological shapes. There is a asymmetric animal. There are some animal are the radial, but here the one picture in above picture we see that there is these pictorial forms we see the radial symmetry, but some cycons there is a many number of the wedge like shape is bears from the single substratum, and that time this animal is seen as a asymmetrical shapes. Then class Calcarea, it is a simple information of the class Calcarea. There is in the skeleton part there is a deposition of calcium carbonate in the skeleton. Then order Heterocolia. Heterocolia, there is a present of the canal system is a cyconoid type of the scalene system in the present in the cycons. Then spongiocele are the spongiocele, that means there is internal cavity present in the cycon, and these are the line with the epidermal cells or in the form of the choanocytes. Here the below there we see the observe of the some character feature of the or silent feature of the cycons. The first one is the character feature of the cycon is the vessel. This morphology, they are marine in form, and the upper part of the structures we see the anterior here, the one opening is seen, and this one opening, that is the funnel shaped structure, and this funnel shaped structure we observe this funnel like structure, this is known as the osculum. Body wall is composed of the different dermal epithelium. There also middle part is present of the in wall of this poriferan animal. There is present of the mesenchyme or the mucous matrix which found in the in between the external and internal layer of the body walls. It is well known to the cycon, it present of the cyconoid types of the canal system. And one important thing is here, these animal are the hermaphrodite. What it means hermaphrodite? That means this animal inside the body there is a male and female body present in the single organism body, and that character feature or that terminology is commonly called as a hermaphrodite animal. And this basically this animal is helpful for the reproduction, the both male and female gamete present, and they are reproduced by the sexually as well as the asexually mechanism. Now we go to the second class of the poriferan animal. In the first class we discussed about the class Calcarea. Now we discuss about the second class Hexatenellida. The word is indicate that hexa means there is a present of the 6 ray spicules. Then it is also another name is there, that name is the Hylospongii. This is another name of the synonyms of the class Hexatenellida. Then this group of poriferan animal, it is commonly called as this is a glass sponges. Why glass sponges? Because the morphology of that animal is just like to the glass like structures or glass like morphological features, and therefore it is commonly called as a glass sponges. Then in that it is very important part of that, there is this skeleton of that sponges is found the 6 ray spicules, and this 6 ray spicule is made up with or there specifically this component of that spicules is the deposition of the silica part or silicon dioxides. Nearly this all sponges or this class of hexatenidal sponges there is found in the Pacific part of the sea region. That means this is found in the deep sea, that is the Pelagic zone of the sea. That part there is that type of the animal or that hexatenidal sponges is found in that. Basically these all sponges have the symmetry is the radial symmetry. Radial, that means this morphological feature is circular in morphology. Here again the shape, the radial symmetry, but in that there is variety or variation of the morphological feature. Therefore, the shape of these sponges is vary. They are not the specific shape of that animals. Then in that animal is one important feature of that. In the canal system there is a Licon type of canal system, and this Licon type of canal system is specifically there is Eurypylus type of the canal system. We go to the detail about this is a canal system part, we go to the detail what is the Eurypylus of the canal system. But now there is just remember that there is a hexatenidal represent of the Eurypylus type of the canal system is there. Then here in the before class we discuss about there is present of the choanocyte cells. There is large size, but here the choanocyte structures or the morphology of the choanocyte is smaller in shapes and the number of choanocyte is limited. There is more in number, but here is the choanocyte number is less or limited. Here we see the just morphology of that part, organism. This class of hexatenida, and we take the example of the Eupectella. Basically this first pictures we are observe that this is the Eupectella, or it is commonly called as a Venus flower. Venus flower, it is very shiny, whitish in structure and just glass like morphology, and therefore this is a representative of the glass sponges. And the second picture we are observe that this second picture we see this in single dot we bears the sixth ray, and therefore this is commonly called as the hexatenida, or it belong to the that type of the poriferans or sponges is belong to the hexatenidal class. That means another important feature is here, there is any sponges they have the spicules or the skeleton is the hexarase spicule is there, and this hexarase spicule is found in that sponge. That means this sponge is belong to the class hexatenida. Here we see the simple, there is siliceous, that means this spicule is found in the silica part and the morphology is bears to 6 ray. Second things, there is Eupectella is found in the is a representative of the hexatenida, that means it belong to, or this is basically found in the deep sea, and the morphology is very soft. About there is the location is given about where is they found. About the in Pelagic zone there is 200 to 1000 meter area, that type of the sponges is found in the sea part. Again this I also told that there is hexatenida, there is various shape. Ultimately there is a cup shape, vase shapes, or any alternative morphological shapes found in that group of sponges. Then in the hexatenida also belong to this class is also classified in the specifically Hexasteroa. This is the example of Eupectella. Then Amphidiscospora, there is an example of the Hyloneuma. Then these two classes are belong to the two order belong to the class Hexatenida. Then we go to this specifically example of that, there is a Hyloneuma, is another representative of the class Hexatenida. This is also commonly called as a glass rope sponges. This animal is belong to the phylum Porifera. That means in that animal the body is bears through different number of pores, that means pore bearing animal. Cellular grade is loose organized. Then also here is again same phenomena, there is asymmetrical or radial shapes or symmetrical morphological structure. The class is Hexatenida because there is a present of the siliceous types of the spicule and 6 rays belong to the single point. This order of this Hylonomma is Ampidiscospora. Why Ampidiscospora? These are the hexaaster spicules. That means we see the just before morphology hexaaster spicule is absent, but there Ampidisc spicule is present in that. There is again important feature is there. The Ampidiscospora, that means here the hexarare spicule is absent, but in here present of the Ampidisc spicule is present in that, and therefore the Eupectella and Hylonomma is separated on the two order. The silent feature of that, it is a Hylonomma. The sponge is specifically marine in forms. They are also found in the coastal water sponges. The size or the pelagic zone of the sponges. They are oval body with stub or glossy like spicules. The root tub passes through the body of columbula. That means there is single opening, and that part is a columbula. The root tuft is bear the symbiotic association. What is the symbiotic association? That means there is animal body leave the another animal, and this example that is sea anemones is one of the genus. That means Epizoanthus or the Polythuis. These two genus type of animals are found in the inside the body of Hylonomma, and therefore there is a symbiotic association. The silent feature of the Hylonomma, basically this Hylonomma organism or sponge, glass sponge, is found in the marine ecosystems. These are the also commonly called as coastal water sponges. This body of the sponges is oval in shapes, and this oval structure with consists of the tough glossy spicule. This tough glossy spicule, this root part is possessed through the body wall with the columbula, and this columbula is inner part. There is the body wall is a fixed globular structure. This is columbular structure. Then the root tuft is bears the in between there is a cavity is there, and this cavity there is a symbiotic association. There is anemonic, there is sea anemones, the some genus, basically the Epizoanthus and the Polythuis. These two genus is basically found inside the body of Hylonomma, and in that there is this organism live inside the body of Hylonomma sponges, and in between Hylonomma and this Epizoanthus or the Polythuis, they have the symbiotic association. In the canal system, they absorb the water with food. The food grab it and digest, and the digested food particles that are absorbed by the Hylonomma, and this type of the association is found in the Hylonomma and this few genus of the sea anemones, and that relationship is known as the symbiotic association found in the group of the Hylonomma, or sorry, the sponges of the Hylonomma and some other group of the Hexatenida class. These are the examples. Here is the first we see the rope like sponges or glass rope like sponges in the left side part. This left side part we are observe that this is the funnel shapes with rope like structure, and this is the glass rope sponges we are observing the group of Hylonomma or Hexatenida glass. And second pictures in the, this is the Eupectella. This is a Venus flower like picture, and also found in the 200 to 1000 meter of sea part, there that sponges is found, and this is a coastal water sponges. This is a whole group is found in the marine environment and Pacific depth 100 to 1000 meters in that depth area. These sponges is a grow or live it. Now we go to the third class in phylum Porifera. The third class is the Demospongia. The Demospongia, this is the largest class in the Poriferan phylum Porifera, because there is, in that class there is contain about they covered the about 95% of the sponges is covered in this class, and therefore the Demospongia is the largest class in the phylum Porifera. Then this class there is specifically calcium carbonate deposition of spicules and the siliceous spicules. There is some part of the calcium carbonate is fully absent, but the siliceous spicules is present in the form of monoaxon type of spicules, then tetraxon type of spicule and the spongin fiber. But here is the strictly absent the 6-ray types of spicules. There is fully absent of the in the skeletons. There is 6-ray type of the spicules is or hexagon types of the spicules is absent in that type of the sponges. The body of that sponges is just like cushion like or spongy like body, and therefore this name is indicate the demospongia, and these sponges have the variation of color. The bright color pigmentation is formed in the morphological appearance, and therefore these all demospongians poriferous animals are the bright color in nature. In that before 2 class we learn or we know that in that there is different type of canal system is present, but here is only found the leuconoid type of the canal system in these sponges. And lastly, these all sponges are the marine all sponges. Before 2 classes we learned that this Hexatenellida class and the Calcarea, they both classes individuals are belong to the marine environment, but this class most of animal are the freshwater environment except Spongilidae. And in that class there is a larval stage is a Coleoblastula type larval stage. There is we are learn that there is a Amphiblastula stage, but here is the Coleoblastula larva is pre-larva of the found in the class Demospongia. The Demospongia also there is shape of the Demospongia, there is the demes. Demas means there is a irregular spicules, there is spicule arrangement is not specifically organized in the inside the spicule body, and therefore these sponges are the cushion like in nature, and the spicule they are unite together and they giving rise to the very specific rigid structures. Thick structure is developed in the some part of the inside the body. Then we in that spicule there is specifically I already told that there is a siliceous types of spicule is present, but there is in silica in the form of the silicon dioxide is a deposition, and the combination of the spongin fibers and the silicon dioxide is found in the spicule or skeleton part. Most of the sponges there is belong to the 90% class. There is leuconoid system we already discussed, and the morphology of that animal there is a specifically asymmetrical. There is not specific shape. There is shape is developed any age, or there is no specific morphological picture. There is symmetry of that structure is develop grow in any way, and therefore this structure is not specifically symmetrical or radial symmetry. Here is specifically asymmetrical sponges are found in the Demospongia class. Specifically in before 2 classes there is present of the ponzoceles, there is internal cavities found in the inside the body, but here there is absent of the pongocele cavity. That means inner cavity, the canal system, the inner spongiocele cavity is fully absent in the Demospongia class. We go to the specific examples. There is a Spongia. This we see the first picture is here. These pictures we are observed that the irregular shaped body, there is spongy like, and some part inside or some part there is rigid spicule is aggregated in the some area of these sponges. In below we are observed that the second picture, 2 picture we are observed in there. In that we observe the thread like structure, and this thread like structure are the some part there is a they stick like nature. These are the siliceous types of spicule, and the some green color pigmentation or the green color thread is observed. These green color threads are the spongin fiber in they act as a skeleton inside the Demospongian sponges. We take the second example. There is a Euspongia. It is also commonly called as a bath sponges. This bath sponges is belong to the phylum Porifera. Again, same character feature of that. There is a belong to the phylum Porifera, that means pore bearing. There is cellular organization, very loose organization of the or primitive tissue development, and asymmetrical structure is observed that, and some sponges there is radial, but the most of their asymmetrical structure. Demospongia, there is the spicule nature or the skeleton is made up of the siliceous or the spongine fiber present in that, and the second things there is a present of the lichonoid type of the scanal system inside the sponges. Then order the Catrosa, that means the skeleton, there is other part or before two classes there is a skeleton in the presence of the as a spicules, but here the skeleton is a present in the form of the spongine fiber, and there is it belong to the order Catrosa. These are some silent feature of the bath sponges. The bath sponges we see the in the left side right side corner we see the specific structure of the bath sponges. The circular body we see in the opening, this is known as the osculum, and whole body we see the this body is round in shapes, and brown body or the yellowish brown body, they show the large opening as a oscula or osculum. It shows the small dots we are seeing the surface area, and this is known as a canaliculi or ostia. Skeleton already you discuss, the all skeleton is made up of the most of part is a spongine fiber, and these are the sponges, there is the not solitary in nature, they are colonial in nature. Colonial, that means the most of the sponges come together and leaving the one single unit as a colony, and therefore these are the colony in nature, and they are not seen as a solitary forms. This Demospongia is again divided into the subclasses, the Tetranellida, then Monoxonida and Catrosa. These are the three order is found in the or subclass found in the class Demospongia. Then Tetranellida, these are the found the Myospongida, this is the representative of the Osculilla. Then Carnisa, there is Planchina, and Catrosa, there is Geodia. These are the three representative we are observed in the subclass of the Tetranella orders. Then the subclass there is a Monoxonida, there is again the different order, and this order is very important. These are the all sponges are important for the pharmaceutical uses. They have the different pharmaceutical uses. There is some ointment, some calcium powders, silica powder is made up from that sponges, and ultimately they are very important too. Then these are the representative. There is a Hydrorhina, this is the representative of the Calina. Then Helicochondriana, it is self representative of the Monoxonida. Then the Palisochlorinaea, this is a Microcyonea, and the Haploschlorinaea, this is a Calina. These are the all four orders is belong to the subclass Monoxonida, and these are the all sponges or all orders are the pharmaceutically important to the human. Here we discuss about some basic information related to canal systems in the sponges. The sponges body, we are observed that this body is bears the number of pores or ostia, and why present the ostia? This is one of the organs or the one of the part of the canal system which flow the water current through the space, or the water is get inside in the body, and this collectively these ostia collect the water current inside the body, and that the collectively natures or collectively paste is found inside the Demospongia or all type of sponges, and that type of the collectively space is known as the canal systems. The current, that means is caused by the beating. There is inside the sponges body, there is present of the choanocyte cell or colla cells is there, and this colla cell have the flagella, and flagella is create the beatings, and beating is useful for the to create the water current. And the sponges are found the simple or complex type of canal system. Simple and complex type of canal system we discuss in the few detailed part in the next lectures also. Here see the detailed pictures of the type of canal system, and in that canal system this is the very first type of canal system is present, and that type of the canal system it is known as a asynchronic type of the canal system, and this asynchronic canal system is found in the Calcarea class, and basically here is this canal system is very simple types. Here we see the outer surface, there is some opening, and this is known as a ostia, or singularly this is called as a ostium. This ostium part is enter the body, there is inside this canal part, or this is a space area, there is water is inside, and here is number of ostia is found in the surface area, and this act as a to get the water inside, and then in the here area there is we see the inner part there is present of the collar cell or choanocyte cell with flagella, and they are useful for the create the water current. And see, this is the very simple type of the canal system present in the sponges. Here we see the as a cycons, there is present of the cyconite type of the canal system. That means here is present of the some as a finger like outgrowth found in the wall of the body wall of the sponges, and that type of the canal system is known as the cyconite type of canal system. And this is the third one canal system we are seeing. This is the very complex canal system. This is known as a leuconoid or leucon type of the canal system. Here we see the comparative part. Here the first A picture is very simple as a Ascon type of canal system. There is this big pace is found in here. This is a spongocoel. Then we see the arrow. This blue arrow is indicate that water is get inside the different ostium or small ostia is present in the surface area of the sponges, and directly enter or there water is get inside in the form of ostia, and then they all pace the large sac like picture is developed. This is the spongocoels, and here in the inner part we see the brown line. This is the in that area there is present of the collar cell, and this collar cell is act as an important function to the canal system. And finally this all water is get eject out through the large opening at the one end. This is the osculum. This is the first picture, it is Ascon type of the canal system. Here we see the comparatively the complexity is increases in the second picture, and ultimately we see this arrow is indicate the some complex picture water flow is show the different way, and then come to the same way. They firstly enter to the ostia, then enter to the apopyle, and then radial canal, and ultimately is collected to the spongicoel cavity, and finally they eject out to the osculum. Same things to the third part where comparatively observe. This is complexity is again increases in the third picture. This is a leucon type of the canal system, and ultimately here is a small bulge like flagellated chamber is developed, and ultimately this chamber collect the water current and again send to the next part. And here the one important changes is observed is here, because the spongicoel cavity is reduces in the Ascon types of the canal system. These are the three canal system observed in the all types of the sponges. Already we discussed the all three part of the canal system here. The first one, these pictures is the Ascon type of canal system, that means the single chambers is lined with the choanocytes. Then the Cycon types of the canal system, that means number of group there is formed the Ascon like chambers, and then there is open to the central cavity. This is that type of the canal system is known as the Cycon type of the canal system or the cyconoid type of canal system. And the third one, there is number of Cycon like chambers which is open into the central cavity as a Paragastus, and this is third picture we have observed that this is the Leucon type of canal system. That means we are comparatively see the difference between the Ascon to the Leucon type of the canal system. Now we are discuss about the classification of the phylum Porifera or all sponges. Then we also discuss about the very introductory information of the canal system in the sponges. Now we come to this is a part of you, because there is, after learning of this lecture, you want to understand something in that part, and therefore you have some small assignment for you. In that assignment, you want to explain the detailed classification of the phylum Porifera, write in detail about the classification and take the individual class and write detail about the silent feature and its individuals or its representative. Second things, we also do another assignment, another question in assignment, that is draw the neat label diagram of canal systems found in sponges. This all 2 assignments complete it in after learning this lecture session, and after completion of your assignment you want to send in our Google Classroom as well as in my Gmail, the ramnathandale@ktgmcollege.ac.in. Now we come to the last part of the today's session. This is just 5 minutes we take the summary of all session. In that, today's session we firstly discuss about the classification. That means the phylum Porifera is divided into the 3 class Calcarea, Hexatenellida and the Demospongia. And we will go to the detail about the silent feature of each class. There is, for example, class Calcarea, that means these important features of the Calcarea, there is in that skeleton system there is specifically deposition of the calcium carbonate in the form of spicules. Then Hexatenellida, there is present of the both type of the calcium carbonate as well as there is present of the silica part in the present of the skeleton system or deposition of skeleton. And important feature of the second class Hexatenellida, they self indicate the 6-ray type of spicule is present in that. And the third one, the Demospongia, there is present of the spicule natures is a siliceous part of the spicule is present in that, and the most of the skeleton built of the spongine fiber. This is a 3 important feature of the class Calcarea. Then we also go to the introductory information of the canal system. This canal system, what are the canal system found in the phylum Porifera? The first we discuss about the Ascon type of canal system, then Sycon type of canal system and the Licon type of canal system. This is a very basic information we learn in the today's session. Here we discuss about the detailed form or detailed information related to Ascon type of canal system, or it is also commonly called as Asconoid type of canal system. Then second, the Sycon type of or Syconoid type of canal system, and the third one Licon or Liconoid type of canal system. The detailed information we learn in the next lecture, and in that again some gradation is found in the Syconoid type of canal system and the Licon type of canal system. We also go to the details related to canal system in next lecture. Thank you.